Demeter was a powerful goddess, revered and respected by all who knew of her. She was not just a deity of the harvest, but a symbol of life and sustenance itself. Her presence was felt in every grain of wheat, every stalk of corn, and every fruit that hung heavy on the vine. She ruled over the earth and its bounty, ensuring that the land remained fertile and productive. Her influence extended far and wide, touching every corner of the earth where crops grew and flourished. The fields were her domain, and she watched over them with a loving yet powerful gaze. Demeter was the daughter of Cronus and Rhea, two mighty titans who themselves were symbols of strength and endurance. From them, she inherited not only her power, but also her deep connection to the natural world. Her lineage was one of greatness, and she carried that legacy with pride and responsibility. Demeter had a special connection to the land. She understood its secrets, the rhythms of the seasons and the cycles of growth and decay. She knew how to coax life from the soil, how to nurture it, and how to ensure that it thrived. Her wisdom was unparalleled, and her touch was gentle yet firm. Demeter taught humans how to farm, sharing with them the knowledge that had been passed down through the ages. She showed them how to work the land, how to care for it, and how to reap its rewards. Her teachings were a gift, one that transformed human society and allowed it to flourish. She showed them how to plant seeds, how to prepare the soil, and how to ensure that the young plants had everything they needed to grow strong and healthy. Her guidance was invaluable, and it laid the foundation for the agricultural practices that we still use today. She taught them how to harvest crops, how to gather the fruits of their labor, and how to store them for the future. Her lessons were practical and profound, and they ensured that humanity could sustain itself through the lean times as well as the bountiful ones. With her guidance, humans learned to live in harmony with the earth. They came to understand the importance of balance, of giving back to the land as much as they took from it. Demeter's teachings fostered a sense of community and cooperation, and they helped to create a world where people and nature could thrive together. Her legacy lives on in every field, every garden, and every harvest, a testament to the enduring power of the Earth Mother. Demeter had many gifts. She was the goddess of the harvest, the bringer of growth and abundance. Her presence was felt in every green field and every blooming flower. With just a touch, she could make plants grow. Her power was such that even the most barren lands could become lush and fertile under her care. The magic of life flowed through her fingers, bringing forth new growth and vitality. A simple wave of her hand could transform the land, making it fertile and ready for planting. She controlled the harvest, ensuring that the fields were always bountiful. Her influence was the difference between feast and famine. Under her watchful eye, the land was always fruitful. Orchards overflowed with ripe fruits, and gardens were filled with vegetables. The richness of the earth was a testament to her power and generosity. Farmers revered her, praying for her blessings to ensure good harvests. They knew that without her favor, their crops would wither and die. Their livelihoods depended on her benevolence. Festivals were held in her honor, celebrating the bounty she provided. These gatherings were filled with joy and gratitude, as communities came together to give thanks for the abundance they received. The first fruits of their labor were offered to her as a sign of respect and gratitude. These offerings were a way to acknowledge her role in their prosperity and to seek her continued favor. In every village and community, people understood that Demeter was essential for their survival. Her gifts of growth and abundance were the foundation of their way of life, and they honored her in every aspect of their daily lives. Demeter had a daughter named Persephone. Persephone was a beautiful and joyful maiden. She brought happiness wherever she went. Demeter loved her daughter very much. They were inseparable. Persephone loved to play in the fields. She danced with the nymphs. She picked flowers in the meadows. Demeter cherished these moments with her daughter. One day Persephone was picking flowers. Suddenly the ground split open. Hades, the god of the underworld, emerged in his chariot. He seized Persephone. He took her to his dark realm. Persephone cried out for her mother, but Demeter was far away. She did not hear her daughter's pleas. Hades took Persephone as his queen. Demeter searched everywhere for her daughter. She searched for days. She searched for nights. But Persephone was nowhere to be found. Demeter's grief was overwhelming. She neglected her duties. The crops withered. The land became barren. Famine spread across the world. Zeus, king of the gods, saw the suffering. He knew he had to intervene. Zeus went to Hades. He pleaded with him to release Persephone. Hades agreed to let Persephone go, but there was a catch. Persephone had eaten pomegranate seeds in the underworld. She was now bound to it. A deal was struck. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades. She would spend the other part with her mother. This is how the seasons came to be. When Persephone was with Hades, Demeter grieved. The land became cold and barren. It was winter. When Persephone returned, Demeter rejoiced. The land bloomed with life. It was spring and summer. Demeter's story is a story of love and loss. It is a story about the power of nature. It is a story that explains the changing seasons. Her story reminds us that even gods and goddesses feel sorrow. It teaches us about the importance of balance in the world. We can still feel Demeter's presence today. Her influence is woven into the very fabric of our world, touching every aspect of our lives. From the moment we wake up to the time we lay our heads down to rest, Demeter's essence is all around us. We see it in the cycle of the seasons. Each season brings its own unique beauty and challenges, reminding us of the ever-changing nature of life. Spring's blossoms, summer's warmth, autumn's harvest, and winter's rest all reflect Demeter's touch. We feel it in the bounty of the harvest. The food we eat, the fruits and vegetables that nourish our bodies, all come from the earth that Demeter nurtures. Every bite we take is a testament to her generosity and care. We sense it in the enduring power of a mother's love. Just as Demeter's love for her daughter Persephone was boundless, so too is the love that mothers around the world have for their children. It is a love that transcends time and space, a love that is as old as the earth itself. Demeter reminds us to respect nature. In every tree we plant, in every effort we make to clean our environment, we honor her. She teaches us that we are stewards of this planet, responsible for its well-being and preservation. She teaches us to cherish the gifts of the earth, the soil beneath our feet, the plants that grow, and the food that sustains us are all precious gifts. By appreciating these gifts, we connect with Demeter's spirit and acknowledge the abundance she provides. She shows us the enduring power of hope, even in the darkest of times. Just as the sun rises after the longest night, Demeter's presence assures us that there is always light after darkness. Her story is one of resilience and renewal, inspiring us to persevere and find hope in every situation.